What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Darien Hell Smash. Hope you're ready to jump in that pain army. Give 110% for Darien, King of Keldor. That's what we're going for. Ooh. A little Sram versus Darien. I like that. Let's get the commander squared up. Now, as far as opening hand goes, we are on the draw, so we'll be online for a Weathered Wayfarer. So I think we may keep on this one. We've got Worn Power Stone, we've got Ankh. If we go Ancient Tomb off Weathered Wayfarer, that'll be pretty good. Yeah, let's go and keep on this one. I like that. I'd like to have another land in the hand, but we can just lead off with Weathered Wayfarer, and hopefully they don't have some one mana removal, and then we'll kind of get our mana base going. And going from there, okay, let's go and get the planes down, and I'll cover what our commanders do. Let's get the planes down. Let's go for Weathered Wayfarer. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing Darien, King of Keldor. Whenever you're dealt damage, create that mini 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Playing against Sram. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Okay, opponent's tapping for 2. Hopefully it's for Sram, and then we'll be online for some nice little Weathered Wayfarer activations. So we draw another planes. Let's go ahead and get that going, though. Let's go and crack the Weathered Wayfarer. Well, not really crack it, but just crack the whip on that ox or whatever that is. Let's go and grab the Ancient Tomb. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and get that. Well, do we want to go for planes? We want to keep the card draw off for the turn. I don't think we exactly want to go for Ankh just yet. Let's go and get the planes down. Let's go ahead and get rid of Sram as a little bit of a, just kind of a tempo play. We're looking to go for Ancient Tomb next turn. We'll have Worn Power Stone, and then we get down Ankh, and then, you know, we've got some nice stuff in the hand, so we should be able to kind of just rally from, ooh, there we go. Missed the land drop. Okay. Or maybe they did. Who knows? We can get the Ancient Tomb down, go for Worn Power Stone. Oh, there you have it. Okay. But if we want to, yeah, if we're going Worn Power Stone, we're still going to be able to get in a Weathered Wayfarer activation, and we can grab one of our pain lands, and then kind of go from there and establish the mana base, and then we'll sequence really well into Elder Snorn. We also have Ranger of Eos to kind of search up some certain stuff. Aura of Silence. Okay, that's going to negate our little Worn Power Stone game plan, but we still have a Weathered Wayfarer activation, so let's go ahead and go for that. Let's go and crack that. What do we want to grab? We have Flagstones, Grand Coliseum, Nomad Stadium. And actually we draw in the Cohesive Portal. Let's go ahead and go for Grand Coliseum. Let's go for the Nomad Stadium. What's the other? What? Tarnished Citadel. That's what I'm thinking of. Deals 3 damage to you. Yeah. Let's go and grab the Tarnished Citadel. Let's go and get down the Ancient Tomb. And then our artifact spell is going to cost 2 more to cast. So we're not going to be able to go for Worn Power Stone. Let's go and go for that next turn. We're still going to be online for the Weathered Wayfarer activation, and then we go for the Worn Power Stone. Hopefully they crack the Aura of Silence on the Worn Power Stone, and then we get in a spot where we can get Cohesive Portal up and running and get that card draw going, so I will take that. But yeah, as far as Darien goes, the main thing to note on Darien, if you're new to the channel or if you haven't seen any Dariens recently, whenever you're dealt damage, you may create that mini 1/1 white soldier creature token. So, Ancient Tomb says, whenever you tap it, it deals 2 damage to you. That 2 damage is going to be dealt to us. That's going to trigger Darien for creating those soldier tokens, which is really nice. So it kind of allows you, even though we're playing mono white, we're running stuff like Tarnished Citadel, because you can see how good Tarnished Citadel is. Whenever it's tapped, add color mana, deals 3 damage to you, so that's always good. Opponent gets down the, you may activate equip abilities anytime you cast an instant. Okay. We're probably going to go ahead and go for the Worn Power Stone. Maybe they crack the Aura of Silence and we get into a cheap little Cohesive Portal. Grand Coliseum. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can't go for the Weathered Wayfarer. They missed out on their land drop. Let's go ahead and go for the Inner Battlefield tab. Let's get the Tarnished Citadel down. Let's go for the Worn Power Stone. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that down. And then we're not going to swing in with the Weathered Wayfarer. We're okay right now. Maybe we see a crack on the Aura of Silence, and if not, then we can go for the, use it to get down the portal next turn, kind of get the card draw going, and then we can go for Ankh of Mishra. That way we get into spots where we actually go Ranger of Eos and grab the Soul Warden, get a little bit extra life gain off the creatures in the battlefield to kind of negate the pain that we're dealing to us. But yeah, as far as Darien goes, yeah, I've tried to record with them a couple times after the 1 versus 1 commander ban list, but it's just kind of been just been a little lackluster. Like, he just really did really good with that Grasp of Fate. There's Battlefield, exile 1 target, non-land permanent. Okay, let's see what they go for. Maybe going for the Weathered Wayfarer, probably going for the Worn Power Stone more than likely. Yep, that's what they're going for. Okay, we're going to take care of that. We're still sitting at 5 mana, so we're probably going to go for a Ranger of Eos on this one, actually. Swinging in for 2, put us down to 26. We're okay with that. Coming in hot. They do make the land drop for the turn. See what else they got going on. Okay, Souls of Ten. Well, that kind of speeds up, or not speeds up, but changes one of our targets for Ranger of Eos. Okay, so 5 mana, costs 2 more. The Grand Coliseum's getting into the battlefield tap, so yeah, let's go ahead and get that down. Let's go for Ranger of Eos. That's going to be 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So we're going to take 2 off the Ancient Tomb. We can go and tap the Tarnished Citadel to get down Soul's Attendant if we want to, but let's sequence it next turn to where we get down Soul's Attendant and kind of dump these 1-drops out. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Actually, we may end up going for it. Let's go Champion of Parish. Champion of the Parish. And since we did draw that life gain, Soul's Attendant, let's go ahead and grab Mother of Runes. That sounds pretty good. Let's get that down. Now, we have 3 humans in the hand, actually 4 if you count the Catapult Master, but let's go ahead and we're sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 4. Yeah. What I'm probably going to do is we're going to sequence this to where we get down Champion of the Parish and then sequence this to where we have a nice little 3/3 body that'll kind of pair well with the Ranger of Eos. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay. Now, as far as Darien goes, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're online for Darien. We could go for Darien, but you know, if we just completely tap out for Darien, then we'll get into spots where they just use that removal and kind of just wasted a turn. So let's kind of develop a nice little board state with Champion of the Parish, Mother of Runes, Soul's Attendant. Kind of get all the stuff set up to where we get down Darien. It's not the absolute end of the world if something happens to him, if we lose him to like a Swords of Pasha or a Path to Exile or something like that. So they're in Dynamo, okay? And they still have the Aura of Silence they can crack if they want to destroy target artifact and enchantment. So we do have to kind of play around that. Get down Sram. Let's see what else. Yeah, if we go for Darien, we get into spots where we can start exiling with Catapult Master. Oh, feels so good. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we hit the land drop for the turn, we'll be in a spot where we can just go Elder Norn and completely just kind of wipe them out. Hey, what's up, Soul Warden? Okay, let's go ahead and go. Let's go Champion of the Parish. And then we're just going to go ahead and just dump these all out. Let's go ahead and go Soul Warden. Well, that way we'll kind of gain some life and kind of negate these Grand Coliseums and the Tarnished Citadels. Let's go ahead and go Soul's Attendant. That way when we get down Mother of Runes off the Tarnished Citadel, we'll kind of get a little bit of extra life off that one. Soul Warden. And let's going to go Mother of Runes, tapping the Tarnished Citadel. We're going to take 3 damage on this one, but it's going to enter the battlefield, and we'll be gaining 2 life off that. Kind of negated. It's almost like we tapped the Grand Coliseum anyway. And end up with a nice little 4/4 Champion of the Parish. I will take that. Use that ability, get the +1 counter on Champion of the Parish, and then let's go ahead and swing in for 2. Yeah, swing in for 3 with Ranger of Eos. Swinging in for 3. Yeah, if they want to block with Sram, that's okay to us. Okay, coming in hot for 3. Not going to see any blocks. They go down to 29. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay, so now as far as our land drops for the turn, I mean the mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still sitting at 6 mana, so we can go and cast Darien next turn, get them down. Would like it if we hit a land drop for the turn. That way, if we hit at least just one, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll hit 6 mana, and then we get into spots where we can just tap the Tarnished Citadel, and I have that 3 damage being dealt to us. So right now, we're kind of crossing our fingers for a Plains. That way we get down Darien, and then really take advantage of the Soul Warden and the Soul's Attendant. We'll be in Value City on that one. Okay, Swiftfoot Boots is coming down. Now with the Shikari, whatever you want to call it, the Cat Soldier, you may activate equip. You may activate equip abilities anytime you can cast an instant. So we would have to watch out for something like the Fire Shrieker and the Swiftfoot Boots being activated last minute if we go for some sort of removal, one of their creatures. But yeah, at this point it just has equipped creature has double strike. Once we get down Darien, and then we get in the spot to where hopefully we can kind of negate any sort of shenanigans they get over there. But yeah, as far as tweaking Darien, we kind of there's a few stuff I cut, but I did add the Catcher's Monument, which kind of reduces the cost on Darien. And you can see we have a lot of 1-drops, 2-drops, 3-drops. Kind of with the Catcher's Monument, we can cash those in for some nice little soldier tokens. We're also running Palace Jailer as a way to kind of do a little bit of removal and a way for us to kind of get a little bit of card draw going too once we become the Monarch. Okay, let's see what we draw into. Hopefully it's a plane. Oh, beautiful. Let's go and get the planes down. Let's go for Darien. Let's tap Ancient Tomb. That's going to be 1, 2, and that's the 3 damage. So we're looking at colorless, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to get down Darien. In response to Darien, not in response, but once Darien gets on the battlefield, then we can go for the Tarnished Citadel. Let's get the Champion of the Parish, the Soul's Attendant. Oh yeah, looking good. Let's go ahead and add that 3 damage to us. That way we can get the Darien trigger on the stack. Beautiful. Even if they have some sort of removal. We're going to use that ability. Oh, yeah. And let's go make sure we auto yield to these. Always yes, always yield, and then always yield. Okay. So we're at 18 right now. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 6. We're going to be gaining 8 off of this, which is going to put us right at about, I think, 24. Or 26, actually. Get that nice little extra champion of the pair. And we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to go for the Weather Wayfarer activation. But let's just go ahead and swing in on this. We're going to lose that mana, but we're okay with that. Okay, so we're swinging in with Champion of the Parish. We're going to have Ranger of Eos. Now, if they do go for any last-minute activations with the Fire Shrieker or Swiftfoot Boots, we will have Ranger of Eos swinging in. Don't want to send in Soul Warden or anything. No, we're good. Okay, swinging in for 8. If they don't block, then we'll be able to get in there. But, you know, if we lose Champion of Parish to, like, Double Strike, without having Double Strike, it's just a 4/4 body, so I think we're okay on this one. And we can also give our creatures Mother Runes if they go for any spot removal and give them protection from white, which would be pretty good. Then we will go and pass the turn. But yeah, this is pretty much how you want Darien to shake out. You want to get your painful mana base established, and then you get into a spot to where you can just get those soldiers coming. So we have Catapult Master, but more than likely we're going to go for Elder Norn because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll have just enough. We'll have 7 total mana to go for Elder Norn. That's going to completely wipe out their board, and then it'll get into spots where they're not going to be able to cast Sram unless they can take care of Elder Norn. And then we have Mother of Runes, which is basically going to protect Elder Norn, so we should be able to kind of close it out next turn between the soldier tokens, getting a nice little buff bonus, and then pretty good from there. Alright, locks it on Warhammer. Okay, things getting a little interesting. I like it. So that's going to give Sram +3 in Trample and Lifelink, which is really going to matter. But we'll kind of add it up, but we're looking at, we'll have 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, we'll have a nice little chunk of damage going on next turn. It was almost Jitte, okay. Now that does cut us off Mother of Runes because it's going to get protection from a target color of your choice until end of turn, and that's going to be a non-colored source off Uwazama's Jitte. So we'll see if they're going to swing in with it. It'll definitely kind of make it pretty interesting for sure. Now, but still, at the end of the day, we're still going to have Elder Norn next turn, and that's going to locks it on Warhammer, only gives +3/+0. Uwazama's Jitte will give it +2/+2 until end of turn, but once we get to that end of turn, it's going to put him in a spot to where it's just going to fall off. Pure Steel Paladin, okay. Gain that life. Let's put those on the stack. Always yes. Okay, go to 28. But yeah, we should be in a pretty good little spot once we get down to Elder Norn. See how they want to swing in. And they can, yeah, two mana. They can equip Uwazama's Jitte, which will be, if they want to swing in on this one, they might be going for a little bit of a defensive maneuver, but we'll see. But, on a side note, if you would like to sign up to be a soldier in the Darien Pain Army, head over to mtgotraders.com. That's where we have the training, boot camp, whatever you're going to call it. And if you've not subscribed to the MTGO Traders YouTube channel, be sure you do. And I am putting out videos for them too. Nice little mix of Commander and Modern. Okay, so we got the Lockset on Warhammer equipment. The Pure Steel Paladin, they have Metalcraft online, so they can equip for 0. Equip the Uwazama's Jitte, so we have 5 coming across. Double Strike, that's going to be 10, 18. They're going to gain that life. Do we want to throw somebody in front of it? What we can do is Double Strike, Trample. Yeah, even if we just throw a soldier token over there and we give it protection, it's just only going to eat up 1 point of damage. And I'd rather hold on to Mother of Runes to give protection to Darien. So, alright, they're swinging in for 10. They're going to gain that life, go up to 31. And, mainly important, we're going to get those nice little Darien soldier tokens. I forget, not forget, but we always use our painful mana base to get so many different little soldiers on the battlefield. But whenever they swing in, we get those nice little soldiers on the battlefield. Okay, click these triggers. There we go. Always yield, and then always yes, always yield. I hit the F3 button a lot, so that kind of cancels out our presets that we have on there. Okay, so we're going to get 2 charge counters on the Uwazama's Jitte, which they're going to be able to kind of pick off some of our 1/1 creatures that they want to go for, and then they're going to get 2 more charge counters on there. We're going to gain that life, and we're going to get that many soldiers on the battlefield. Let's see what else they're going for. Yes, we're going to use that ability. Gain that life. Oh, yes. I think I auto stack those. Well, tried to click on F7, but sometimes if you click F7, sometimes it auto stacks it. There we go. Go to 38. I'm going to put 2 charge counters on there. That'll be 4 total charge counters, and then we've been dealt 10 total commander damage. So we're 2 away from our original life total, or old school commander, if you want to call it that, for Magic Online. They do have 2 mana up right now. I'm not sure what they could go for, but we have so many soldiers that we should be able to. Yeah, even if they want to go for Darien at this point, it's okay. Target creatures -1, -1. -1, sure, go for it. Take care of Darien. Yeah, we've got 10 soldiers. That's going to be 30 points of damage between Elish Norn, so that should be enough for us to kind of close it out over there, because they only have 2 bodies to block with. Now, they can kind of shift some of this stuff around if they want to, so we'll see what's going on, but at least we're going to go ahead and tap out for a nice little Elish Norn. That should, essentially, it's going to take out the Pure Steel Paladin and everybody over on the side of the board, really, in response to that, and there's no more charge counters on the Uazama's Jitte. So, see what we draw into. Acorn Catapult. It's going to go for Elish Norn. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 1, 2, 3, boom. They have nothing they can really do in response to that, even if they want to ship some stuff around. Either way, all these equipments don't grant any sort of toughness bonus, so they're basically going to lose their board, and we're going to be able to kind of take care of that. But check out these nice little soldier tokens. This is a bummer. One of the main things I did enjoy about Darien was some of the old the soldier tokens that get generated. They look like little dwarf soldiers, and I always enjoyed that stuff. But hey, close it out, get down to Elish Norn, wipe their board out, give a nice little bonus to our creature swimming across. So that's a nice little Darien video. Definitely enjoyed that one. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.